All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect of Yashala, and blessings and salutations to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, looking for the downfall of America, all right, which will come by a third world war nuclear fire. So this is, as you can see in the title, a little testimony, I've been thinking about it for a week, actually. It's not like a major testimony, just something more of that I went through, So, and ever since then, I've been just, kind of thinking about the word sluggard, and I do. And in this precept as well, Proverbs 6:6, all right, about going to the ant. So, basically, long story short is, um, I was at work, I was at work, and I forget exactly what book I was reading in, but I had read a little bit before I had went to work, and then, I was like, well, I'm gonna just read at work too, you know. So as I was reading it, I was falling asleep. And I was like, well, dang, I'm on my break. I didn't get too much sleep today. Maybe I should just, catch a little nap instead of finishing out this chapter. That was my original goal, to finish out that chapter at least. And it's crazy because it doesn't normally happen in public. But if you ever heard of, the witches on your back, or I think they call it sleep paralysis, where you can't scream, you can't yell, all you got is your thoughts. You can't move. If you try to move, it's like as if you're moving in super, super, super slow motion. So as I was reading, I had my head down like this, with my phone. I was reading, and I was a little tired, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just take this nap. So I closed my eyes and everything. I basically gave in. I would say, I gave in over to the sleep, and once I did that, like instantly, as soon as I went to sleep, that sleep paralysis shit happened. The demons holding you and you can't move and you're real stiff and all of that. And to my knowledge, it happens to me often. It normally happens when I'm like, on my A game. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing a lot of studying, so like a lot of studying, the demons is like, okay, we got to do something about this. Um, or occasionally it will just happen, but it, to my knowledge, has never happened in public. So, bam! Soon as I can think of going to sleep, it happened, and I couldn't move, and I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't yell, couldn't scream, and everything. Some brothers, I'm sure they can attest, whoever been through it, and all I can do is just call on the name of the Lord, man. Each and every time I just call on the name of the Lord. Sometimes I can actually fight through and just break through, and it's not even that hard, but it'll put you through some shit. Like, it didn't have me thinking, that things was going on. Like, there was a time where I had it, and I could hear my daughter screaming because she was sleeping in the back room, and I could hear her screaming, but I couldn't fucking move. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't move. I couldn't do nothing. So when I finally could get free, so to speak, I ran back there, and everything was just perfectly fine. So it'll have you thinking, but yeah, and this is the part that pissed me off. The part that pissed me off was, soon as I snapped out of it, I said, I gotta finish this chapter. And it pissed me off because there was only 2 verses left. 2 verses left, Can I say that it wouldn't have happened had I would have just finished the chapter and then took a nap? I can't say that. But at the end of the day, it was just 2 verses left. And I gave in to the sleep over just finishing out them 2 verses. No, I didn't know that it was 2 verses left. I didn't scroll down and see, and I didn't do all of that. But long story short, with the times that we're coming in, we gotta start reaping, we gotta start sowing, so we can reap in a time of harvest, man. as we go, Lord willing, I get a few precepts and I can edify. But it just really it put me in a mindset to where I ain't trying to be left behind, so to speak, you know. And I rather, you know, follow the scriptures, of course, give my diligence to make my calling the election sure. But brothers, we gotta put in work. You know, it's time to work. You're gonna be tired, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna be sleepy, you're gonna be the Lord has to prove us. We gotta go through that fiery trial of adversity. He's building us up. Yeah, we going through a bunch of shit, and there's more shit to come. You know, to be honest and be blunt about it, there's more shit to come. It said it's going to be a time like never before. Okay, so we gotta put in work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight through. You gotta fight through all your faults and your downfalls, and just try to keep the law, statutes, commandments to your best ability, and have faith in YAHAWASHI and keep pushing. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna snatch up a few precepts. You know, dealing with that, dealing with being a sluggard. You know, that's what it is. Like, and even since then, I ain't really been like I'm there, but I'm not fully there. You know, and you know the Lord just kind of put a spirit on me, like, okay, it's, you know, go ahead and speak on it, because I've been wanting to say something, but it was just kind of like marinating. I guess I don't know, but yeah, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying. Hey, He taking out His Holy Spirit from me, as you know, as the scriptures say, and I continue as well as all you Akim, you know. So yeah, this is Proverbs 6:6. It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest." Right? She got nobody's watching. You know what I'm saying? That comes into, you know, seeking your own salvation. You know, doing things in the absence of the Akim opposed to the presence of them. It's easy to get down with the get down when everybody's around, you know. But what happens when you're on your own? Are you still that same person? You know, are you still putting in that much work? Do you still have that much faith? Do you still have that much ambition and motivation and determination? You know, like they say, the more the merrier. Yeah, you want to play 5-on-5 opposed to 1-on-5. You know, but what if there comes a time where you gotta play 1-on-5? You know, all you can do is give it your all, and at the end of the day, you gotta, when you're on your own, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You gotta continue in that. You know what I'm saying? Continue in keeping the law, statutes, commandments. I said something this past weekend when we left the highways. I said, just because you take your garment off, don't take your garment off. You know? Yeah, we have these physical garments, you know, but the main important thing is the spiritual garment. You know what I'm saying? The spirit, you know, you keep that spirit. You meditate upon the scriptures day and night, you know. It says, "How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man." So as a soldier, you know, war is expensive, of course. And when you travel all the time, you're going to be spending money. You got to spend money to travel. You got to spend money where you're going. So that poverty will come. If, hey, like I said, as if that. So we got to put in work. I'm not saying don't sleep, stay up 24/7. Of course, I'm saying, man, when you're up. I'm saying seize the opportunities. Okay, like the elder brother in our camp always say, the opportunity is there. You know, you just got to take hold on it, man. You have to take hold on it. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna be tired sometimes. You know, it's the scriptures say that they should wear out the saints, which means harass constantly. You know, whether it's through bills, through women, through children, car problems, whatever it is. You know, you're gonna go through things, but it's the Lord building you up, man, for the times to come. Okay, building you up for the time to come. All right, because if the Lord just throw us in that water, who knows what we'll be in? It's just like when you came into this truth. Here it is, you coming out the world and having the knowledge of this world. The Lord didn't just throw you in there and you was out teaching. No, He built you up through the apostles, man, and through the elders. All right, He just, here's the Bible. your Israelite garment teach. Nah, it was a process, and ultimately this whole thing is a process into governing the whole world. The Lord got to have able men, and that's what he's creating. All right. That's the type of army that he's building at this moment. Okay. So, a few more scriptures. This is Proverbs 13:4. It says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. How? Because he's going to put in work. He's going to get the job done. A sluggard, yeah, he want to do things, but he ain't going to have nothing because he's not going to get down to it. And Salaki, I do want to get the word sluggard as well. I should have been got it. Look like it's the word atazayah, atazal, Salaki, which means sluggish, lazy. Okay. Simple, to be sluggish, So basically to be lazy, Salaki for that. This is Proverbs 13:4, kind. So yeah, like it says, I'll read it once more. It says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. And that's giving your diligence to make the calling of the election sure. If you be diligent in this word, the Lord will look out for you. The Lord will look out for you. He will provide for you. Okay. But it's all about, what are you willing to give to him? What are you willing to sacrifice in order for to have his protection, so to speak. All right. So then you got Proverbs 26:16. It says, the sluggard is wiser in his own conceit than 7 men that can render a reason. So somebody, they'll find an excuse on why they're not doing this, why they're not providing this, why this is that. And then 7 people, all right, that can look, this is the reason, or try to give them a better reason, or really a solution. A sluggard will reject a solution, okay, opposed to finding he'll just keep the problem around. He'll find an excuse to just keep the problem around. No, you gotta solve that problem. You don't just throw it, cast it under the rug or throw it behind your back, or the problem is still there. You got to find a solution to it. All right. Like me, being that I work overnight, I find it more, when I'm waking up, it's better if I, get my studying in when I get off work. You know what I'm saying? Or, do a little reading while I'm at work, probably do lessons while I'm at work, and do some more studying when I get off work. Because sometimes I stay up a little later than usual, which means I sleep a little later than usual, and then I won't have time. You got to find a solution. You have to find a solution. I believe that might have been the last one. Gone. Okay, yeah. So at the end of the day, man, it's about putting in work, You got to, the elder brother, YAHAWAH, said a while back on a lesson, brothers got to acknowledge that when they got demons on them, man. If you don't acknowledge it, you cannot solve that problem. All right? You cannot solve that problem. You can fast. You can pray. You can, all of those things, man. Because the Lord said himself, there's some demons you got to fast off. All right? It ain't just, this is the way I do it. I tried and tried. No, try the other way. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is there to listen to your prayers, All right? He will watch over you. You know what I'm saying? His name is a tower of defense, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. All right, hey, so Lord willing, I can edify. I want to say call law, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yashala, and salutations and blessing to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the 4 corners of the earth, looking for the destruction and downfall of Babylon, which is America today. Shalom.